were looking to get revenge
This is just
swiftly. They
too
needed
wild.
to make an example. Ace's music was starting to pick up
wild.
steam.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Pinnacle here. I'm back with you guys with another reaction. Today we're checking out Yungeen and Foolio, the Demons of Duval County. This is a requested reaction. I'm not even gonna lie, I did not expect this to be 15 minutes long. This might be one of the longest things I've reacted to in probably at least like 3 months. My attention span can be a little short, but that's mainly just because of my ADHD, so I will try my hardest to sit through this entire thing. And that is only because you've asked for this 3 days in a row. That takes commitment, and I respect that. So yeah, if there's anything that you'd like for me to check out, you can always drop a comment down below. Tell me what to check out, and I will check it out. That being said, I don't want to waste no time, so we're gonna get straight into it. Let's go.
This just be my room right here. One boy shot my house up. I was right there on the bed, me and my little brother Quan. They shot my house up from right here. This is my mama's shit right here. They shot my mama's house up. They shot this part right here. My mama was in the room. They shot that bitch up. My house always got shot up. They always spent on my shit. But then we doubling back though, for real. Come here though.
The ATK gang. Investigators say
Hold
this
on.
organization is.
So wait, he wasn't even tripping about that.
They
What?
shot my house up from right here. This is my mama's shit right here. They shot my mama's house up. They shot this part right here. My mama was in the room. They shot that bitch up. My house always got shot up. They always spent
Always
on my
got
shit.
shut up. Always
Then we
spent my
doubling
shit.
back though, for real. Come here though.
The ATK
I would be terrified.
gang. Investigators say this organization is connected to a string of murders in Jacksonville.
There's many names for ATK. Ace's Top Killers is one. 9 people, potentially responsible for 15 murders that we know of, and who knows what else.
Today we're shooting scenes for When I See You, Who I Smoke.
Who I Smoke came out of nowhere, went crazy, kind of made it more mainstream to where people who don't even know y'all, they were tapped into it. Did you make them do that?
I don't know. How I took it too far when they made a song for speaking. Once the dead get involved, it's already too far.
Alright, what is up,
Once the
everybody?
dead gets
For the
involved,
past
it's
few
already too
months,
far.
the most talked about song on social media is the Who I Smoke video from Yungeen Ace. It exposed the mainstream
This shit
to
seems
the deadliest
way
rap
realer
feud
than
that's
it
been
actually
going on
looks, you know
for
what I mean?
years, and it's happening in
Like,
Jacksonville, Florida.
At
Rappers
first you always just think it's music, but then it's not looking like that. We're only a minute in.
from there are on a completely different wave, hiding the clues to revenge killings inside their music videos, taking the beats from classic pop songs, and trying to rap the most demonic shit over it. Yungeen Ace and his crew remixed the classic Vanessa Carlton song 1,000 Miles and flipped it, filming at a plush golf course, smoking cigars, all while dancing to lyrics that celebrate the deaths of their rival crew,
That's
led by
crazy.
the rapper Foolio out of North Jacksonville. Who
I remember
Smoke
that
went
going crazy viral,
hitting
yeah.
16 million views in
Yeah.
1 month and getting reactions from all the biggest influencers online.
Who I Smoke. Say it.
No!
Hey,
Hey, Foolio, come get this nigga before he playing with your top.
This is one of the
No
most savage
way.
videos I've seen. Just, you know why? They ain't show one gun in the video. But the way they seem to be just nonchalantly enjoying life while clowning the niggas who died?
So Foolio had to retaliate in a
That
darker
is crazy
and more
when you really
ominous
think
way,
about it.
remixing a classic Fantasia song, and in the music video, printing out a big poster of 2 of Ace's friends and his blood brother who died by Ace's side
That's
in a
too
drive-by shooting
far,
outside a
bro.
Japanese
What?
steakhouse. Ace was the only one in the car who survived. Since then, both Foolio's crew and Yungeen Ace's crew released this song after
I did not know Yungeen Ace went through so much of that, bro.
Sway.
That makes his music even 10 times more impactful, especially the songs we've been checking out recently.
Remixing a
for
classic
sure.
Fantasia
That's
song,
crazy.
and in the music video, printing out a big poster of 2 of Ace's friends and his blood brother who died by Ace's side in a drive-by shooting outside a
is
Japanese steakhouse. Ace was the only one in the car who survived. Since then, both Foolio's crew and Yungeen Ace's crew released this song after this song towards each other, leaving hidden messages in the music videos.
Got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was right. Where's Corbin?
Where is Corbin Johnson? The 18-year-old's parents say they dropped him off last week at a
This
job
shit
interview.
is
and they
real.
never saw him again.
Bro.
Left his house Wednesday night. Here's a picture of him behind us. And there's little in the way of clues as to where he might be.
Now, I get making diss songs, right? I get that's still disrespectful, but I feel like when you go as far as taking matters in your own hands and just going out and doing it yourself, I feel like that is just taking it too far. I'm not even gonna lie.
Until they found him in that bag.
Corbin Johnson was
That is
last seen alive
crazy,
in July
bro.
of last year. Then last Friday, a man discovered the victim's skeletal remains.
But what makes this situation real?
Even, and don't get it fucked up, by dissing I mean like each other, not the dead. I feel like especially when you diss the dead, that's taking it too far. I would easily understand dissing each other before dissing like the dead of each other. I don't know, that's when shit gets serious, people get real offended, and then that's
Cold is some of the folks beefing are literal cousins, blood relatives caught up on opposite ends of the feud.
Now, that is your cousin. Nigga, fuck your cousin, nigga. That's your real cousin? That nigga cousin. I don't give a about that nigga cousin.
Now, we're getting into all this, but first I got my guy Millies with Jim Jones for the song of the day today. This is Heightened Senses.
Song of the
Let's
day.
go.
Trying to turn a pandemic to a pandemic. Still racked up when the government can't lend it. You suckers spending unemployment checks on Class A, avoiding wreck like dudes ain't put your homie in the ashtray. It's nasty. Got it on me right now, I'm sliding through the trenches. You never lived this lifestyle, we grew up jumping fences. Life and death game.
Alright, in order to understand this story, we gotta go to the biggest city in the country in terms of land
Yes,
size.
please
That's
enlighten
not
me
in
because
Alaska, and
I have
that's
no idea what's
Jacksonville,
going on.
Florida. Florida's always had a huge presence in rap music, especially in the last 2 decades. But its biggest city, Jacksonville, never really got any mainstream success until now. And that's all because of these viral diss records between 2 crews.
So hold on,
Yungeen
are you
is
telling me because they're dissing the dead, that's why they're viral? See, that sucks, because that's a double-edged sword, bro. You're going viral, so you're going to keep doing it, but it's bringing more bad than it is good. That, bro.
And that's all because of these viral diss records between 2 crews. Yungeen Ace is the face of ATK gang, which mostly occupies the west side of Jacksonville. His rival Foolio is the face of KTA, alias Kill Them All, which is an alliance between 2 groups. Foolio's gang from the north, and Young and Reckless, a crew from the south side. What's worse about this beef is the amount of mutual friends both camps had at one point in time. Ace and Foolio were never exactly close, but they did have mutual friends such as Queso, who right now is locked up with his own father, charged for 2 murders, including the killing of Foolio's blood brother, Bibby. After Bibby's murder, Queso would notoriously walk around wearing Bibby jerseys, taking photos like it was a trophy. He even released an album in 2019, putting images of his dead ops as the cover, like a Mount Rushmore.
This just makes things worse. It doesn't help. It makes things worse,
Of fallen rivals. Jacksonville police, or JSO, are notorious for not cracking cases. In fact, 70% of murders in the city
This all gets avoided if they just don't diss the dead on each other.
go unsolved. So folks online came up with the catchphrase, JSO loves Queso, for the simple fact that he telegraphs what he's doing on social media.
You see how like this? Come here, boy! Come here, boy!
All of Queso's songs have millions of views on YouTube, and he was actually very close with King Von. The 2 had music together. Queso even appeared in that infamous video where Quando Rondo and Von were joking around with each other back when they were on good terms.
Dirty ass
Queso was there as well. But back in Jacksonville, Queso had a well-known reputation for demonic antics. He famously tried to organize a team deathmatch in real life with his own cousins, who
Why? I'm probably going to keep saying this. I don't understand what is the point. Because hold on, if you think about it, that's just going to be a never-ending cycle. If a diss is going one way and the diss is coming back, it's just going to keep going. Well, really only because it's going viral. I feel like the fact that it gets viral just makes it 10 times worse.
Antics. He
Literally.
famously tried to organize a team deathmatch in real life with his own cousins, who rep the rival gang, KTA.
What's up? Where you at?
Come on, I do a team deathmatch.
Right now?
Y'all 2 versus us 2.
Look at my cousins. We looking like. My cousin don't want to talk. He trying to act all. He trying to act all hard. Oh, Jason. They got the black hoodies on.
One of the cousins on that live was named Lil 9. A month after that back and forth, Lil 9 was leaving a gas station when his car was ambushed, shot 12 times from a rifle inside another car, sending him crashing into a rent-a-wheel tire shop,
This
where
shit's
Lil
real,
9 was
y'all.
pronounced dead at the scene. While folks at the tire store were trying to revive him, Lil 9's friend who was in the crash with him was frantically walking around filming inside the store.
You fuck niggas played. Played. Fuck niggas played. You fuck niggas played, man.
Of course, Queso responded with a video of his own, laughing.
Get out! Get out!
Then Queso's blood brother, also Lil 9's cousin, would recreate Lil 9's death video from the tire shop.
Y'all fuck niggas played. Y'all niggas played. Y'all niggas played.
60 days later, Queso dropped a music video, and in it, we see him putting a photo of his own deceased cousin, Lil 9, in the microwave. See, the crazy part is, everybody that's beefing, at one point in time, was cool. Queso met Young and Ace in the 9th grade.
It's the fact they're
They've been
going
friends ever
viral, I
since,
feel like.
But the rival
That
Foolio
doesn't
likes
help
to remind
at
Queso
all.
that back in 2015, he was hanging with them, and even had the nickname 6 Block Queso for his affiliation with Foolio's gang, 6 Block. Even Young and Ace admits he was a fan of Foolio's music before their beef really escalated, but a series of unfortunate events would draw lines in the sand. Neutrals had to pick sides quickly. At a block party in South Jacksonville, it's in WAYYY territory, Young and Reckless. A crew led by WAYYY Mookie and his lieutenant, Slugga T. Ace and his gang show up to the party and get into an argument with WAYYY's leader, Mookie. Shots were fired and a bullet grazed Mookie's skin, with his lieutenant Slugga T shooting back. But Ace and his crew managed to escape the party, leaving Young and Reckless and Ace's crew on bad terms. On top of that, WAYYY's leader Mookie was already friends with Foolio's cousin. This made it easy for WAYYY and Foolio's gang to click up, creating an alliance under the name KTA, or Kill Them All, with one enemy in common, Young and Ace and ATK.
So they
the
teamed
trends
up.
in Jacksonville at the time were not good. It was marking an increase in the murder rate year on year. In 2017,
That is
Ace
wild.
would drop the song Go to War. This was an open invitation to anyone opposing ATK to retaliate. Not long after, Ace's home was shot up, but the tipping point was soon to come. A few months later, one of Ace's friends was out on a mission, looking to avenge a robbery that had happened to him. He knew exactly where the robber was, on the west side of Jacksonville at Foolio's cousin's house. So he snuck into the house, throwing a brick through the sliding door, entering from the back where he began shooting. No mask, no gloves. He couldn't get who robbed him, and instead he ended up killing Foolio's cousin.
These guys actually just don't care. Some very scary shit though.
He couldn't get who robbed him, and instead he ended up killing Foolio's cousin.
Extremely
Zion,
insightful
wounding a
though,
9-year-old
like,
girl.
very
If this was the
insightful.
start of a war, Zion's
Who
death
is
was
this,
the
Trap
catalyst.
Geek? Is this his
Not
name?
long
Trap
after,
Geek?
Zion's
He knows
sister
what he's
was
doing.
shot 14 times in an attempt to prevent her from going to trial and testifying. She miraculously survived, and Young and Ace's friend who did the shooting was sentenced to life. But things were just getting started. Foolio's cousin being the first death in the beef meant KTA were looking to get revenge
This is just
swiftly. They
too
needed to
wild.
make an example. Ace's music was starting to pick up steam.
wild.
His new song F That was getting millions of views on WorldStar in mere days. Fans were already comparing him to Youngboy. Then a week later, this happened.
4 young men were in this car when they were shot. The vehicle pulled up to their Chevy sedan, opened fire, then took off. And one is in critical condition at the hospital.
Keontae Bullard, the only survivor of the quadruple shooting.
It's a Tuesday in June of 2018. Ace, his brother, and 2 friends were going to Wasabi, a
See,
Japanese...
okay, so that makes so much more sense into why, like, Young and Ace's songs are very, very real. Because the guy lives a very, very real life, bro. That is crazy, but that makes so much more
Critical
sense.
condition at the hospital.
Keontae Bullard, the only survivor of the quadruple shooting.
It's a Tuesday in June of 2018. Ace, his brother, and 2 friends were going to Wasabi, a Japanese steakhouse, for Ace's friend's 18th birthday. Everyone was in good spirits, taking photos. It was a celebration. But little did they know, the whole time, they were under surveillance. Rivals had found out their location because of Ace's Instagram story, taking photos
bro.
outside the steakhouse. Ace even recorded his
That's
friends eating
insane.
inside the restaurant and posted that too. So their enemies waited outside, watching them eat, then followed them
That's
leaving the
literally a
restaurant,
nightmare.
driving along the highway. When they got to a red light, the shooters opened fire on the passenger side of Ace's car, killing his 2 best friends and his brother, leaving Ace
Oh, I
in
thought I had a
critical
sneeze.
condition. It was a quadruple shooting, and Foolio got the news before anyone else did, except he thought Ace was dead.
Them boy lost the Fortnite match. Till coming up, man. Cold summer alert, man. 2-3 pack, man. Ace pack, bitch.
Of course, Ace survived, but he lost everything, his brother and his 2 best friends. The attention, however, was helping grow his career. NBA Youngboy would FaceTime him to record a song, and it also motivated Ace to make his biggest record ever, called Pain,
So
which went
Youngboy reached
viral
out
and
to
as we
him.
speak has 50 million views on YouTube. But the blood spilling was not over. Every time Ace would
That
drop
sounds
a
familiar.
song, his rival WAYYY Mookie would use the same song titles to make a diss track. The Jacksonville police even created a whole new department called the Violence Reduction Strategy Team, whose whole job was to basically comb through music videos from both camps, looking for clues. The assistant chief
That's how
even
you
said
know
in an
the
interview,
shit got
I don't
serious.
think the primary goal is to entertain, but they are making real
Real
rap
rap
music.
music, yeah,
And at the top
bro.
of the next year, in February 2019, Foolio's little brother Bibby was the next target for assassination. Bibby was just 16 at the time, and he was coming home from
It's
school
like it
one
just goes
day
back and
in
forth.
his own neighborhood on the north side of Jacksonville at the Hilltop Apartments. He was sitting on a gazebo in the courtyard of his complex with a friend. The two were looking at their phones when all of a sudden, pounding gunfire erupted. Bibby and his friend dropped the phone and jumped. Both started running in different directions, frantically looking for cover. A total of 60 rounds was shot in under 15 seconds. Bibby was killed instantly. A year later, when the court documents were unsealed, the police named Queso as the gunman responsible for Bibby's murder, saying that they drove for hours, circling the complex, parking, waiting, until finally springing out and unleashing Draco rounds in Bibby's direction. Then
So
Queso
is that
allegedly
eye
walked
for
up
an
to
eye?
Bibby, who was on the ground, shielding
mean,
himself from the gunfire, and executed
know.
him at close range before
is
fleeing
crazy.
the apartment complex in a gray Nissan. The court documents also mention Queso's affinity for wearing Bibby jerseys and posting it to his IG page in celebration. Queso's bond is currently set at $4 million.
Oh, hold up, I gotta
Foolio
sneeze.
losing
Oh, alright, we're back.
his brother and his cousin.
I'm rewinding like 20 seconds.
G-page.
Yo, while we're paused right now, you guys gotta let me know what you think about this. How do you think something like this gets solved? Or is it solvable? Is it too late? Is this beef still going on? You know, you guys have been having me check out Yungeen Ace music, and he does keep it really real, but I feel like he doesn't talk too heavy on what I'm checking out right now. Just kind of wondering, you know?
Celebration. Queso's bond is currently set.
This
at
whole
$4 million.
entire situation, though, is
For
just
Foolio
fucked.
losing his brother and his cousin in a
Crazy.
short period of time was devastating. But 2019 was also the year his music was going
It's
to
like
the
an
next
entire
level.
nightmare,
1 million
literally.
views, back to back to back, consistently. And he was doing it all independent. Foolio was a big deal in Florida, but not quite big enough to be touring the country on his own. Unlike his rival Yungeen Ace, who was booking shows in multiple states. Just a month after Foolio's brother died, Ace was performing at a nightclub in Waycross, Georgia. Him and his crew went back to the hotel to relax by the pool when they were suddenly ambushed. An SUV pulled up and a group of guys hopped out shooting. Queso was there and didn't hesitate for 1 second to shoot back. One of Queso's boys, Rallo, died at the pool in that shootout. Only Ace's side got arrested for shooting back. The other gunmen were never found by police. Queso would say the quiet part out loud in his song Been Dead, where the lyrics go, "Shoulda killed me in Waycross, they hopped out with the K's. Me and Scotty bustin' back, we were on the same page." That's the same music video
Why?
with his cousin Lil 9 in the microwave.
And that's
A month
even
after dropping
crazier
his
is the
song,
fact,
Queso
like,
was arrested for a whole different murder
they don't
alongside
care
his
to
father,
just
who was
rap
charged
about
with
it.
accessory after the fact.
They just don't care.
Allegedly, they were getting revenge on a rival rapper named
I think they're
KGA Lil
actually
Buck.
so like mad at each other. I think they're at a point where the hate for each other is just so high. Anything and everything that's said, just they can't stop it. I mean, yeah, obviously not make the diss songs, right? But they know that's what went viral, so they did it. And then that's such a shitty situation. It makes for good music, but at the same time, it makes for a shitty real life.
Who dissed Queso's older brother
That sucks.
and died in a van full
Ass.
of Queso's relatives when 2 cars rolled up, blocking them off and put 100 bullets inside the car. Lil Buck was Foolio's close friend and a high-priced target that ATK got the drop on, allegedly rolling up at 11 in the morning while he was applying for a job to assassinate him. Queso posted to his Insta story
Bro.
right after, saying, "I kill a dude, then get my toes done."
Receiving a pedicure with the
So
caption,
Queso kept,
"Kill a
like-
N-word, then go get my toes done."
Queso kept posting about it and kept kind of like flaunting it in a way, kind of like a trophy. That's
This
crazy.
wasn't the first hit done outside of Johnson.
Insane.
Another rapper, Jump Out, who beefed with Yungeen Ace and ATK, was killed while waiting in line to apply for a job at an Amazon warehouse, leading to the infamous line on Who I Smoke, where they say, "Found out where he was working and clocked him out." The war had escalated to a point where, no matter where they were, no matter who it was, one side was shooting at the other and the other would shoot back. We can count a dozen of Foolio's friends who are locked up, and YNR Mookie and Slugga T are behind bars too. Even Foolio's girlfriend got shot in the head.
Y'all thought I was dead. Y'all ain't underscored this yet, boy.
And to this day, Yungeen Ace still has a bullet casing in his butt from the quadruple shooting outside the Wasabi Steakhouse. That's it for this
This
video.
is-
Let me know what you want me to cover in the comments
Dude,
below,
hold on. For
and I will
one,
see you in the
Trap
next
Geek, if Trap Geek killed this, he's insanely informative. Right away, I can tell you I learned quite a bit from this. What I took from this is that the whole entire situation from the beginning is fucked. I mean, I feel like both sides kind of don't even want to be in it, but they're in it, and now that they're in it, they are fully committed to that, and they live that life. You know, it goes deeper than the songs, because everything they're saying in the songs is what's happening in real life. What I personally think is that dissing the dead is crazy. I mean, that's extremely too far, and you could almost argue that even just regular dissing is too far. But I mean, they aren't wrong. That is exactly what goes viral. We as humans eat the shit up, but prayers go out to all families, because literally at the end of the day, this is fucked. I do appreciate the request. Like I said, I feel way more informed about this. Makes what Yungeen A says a lot more real. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and with that all being said, it's been your boy Pinnacle. Remember to remain humble, stay hungry, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace.